Guys, welcome back to the another session. Before going to the coding, we will get an high overview of the web development. So how does a website work? When the user actually requests a file or anything from the browser, it goes to the server and then renders the web page using HTML, CSS, JavaScript in the background. As we see, when the client requests anything from the website, it goes to the server, where in the backend the HTML, which has the structure of the page and styles, and JavaScript acts as the behavior of the page, will render in the background, and the response will come automatically to the client's browser. So when the user enters the website URL in the background, the browser sends the request to the server. Then the server processes the request and it fetches the requested files from the server, and then the browser receives the response from the rendered page and it automatically opens the requested web page. So the website files are as follows, like HTML, CSS, JavaScript and images. And the HTML contains the structure of the page, and the CSS is nothing but the style and the layout of the web page, and the JavaScript is an interactive and functionality of the web page, and it acts as the behavior also of the web page. And it also contains the images like in the format of PNGs, JPGs, SVGs and etc. When come to the front-end development, the UI is built with HTML, CSS and JavaScript, where it controls the stylings, structure, and it has as an interactive and dynamic functionality. And when we build using the HTML, we use the styling for CSS and interaction for the JavaScript, and the result will be an responsive and interactive user interface. So in backend development, it has Node.js, Java, Python, PHP, and which act as process the data. What happens in the backend? When it receives the request, backend receives a request from the front end, and it processes the logic, and then it fetches for the required database, and the data is stored, retrieved and uploaded in the database, and it sends the response back to the front end, and it also protects the data from the user information. The backend architecture is as follows. When the front end or a browser and an app request anything, it goes back to the backend server, then it goes to the database and fetches the data, and again goes back to the front end for the response. When we compare static and dynamic websites, in the static website, it is pre-built pages server, and they are without any changes. Example, personal portfolios, landing pages, brochures, they are without any constant changes, they are fixed. But apart from coming to the dynamic website, it is a constant generated in the real time. Like we will go to browser, ask for anything, then again it goes for the server and it fetches and the server logic side and goes to the database and gives the response and back to the browser. For example, there are so many web pages like e-commerce, social medias, chat GPTs, where we can give the questions in a different way. The generation in the background will be automatically different from another. So static web pages are pre-built, and dynamic web pages are content generated in the real time.